Hey there, you might hear my kids in the background. Thank you for being patient with me as I recover from the medical stuff that I told you about last week. Hopefully you're good. I miss you, but now we're going to do some guided practice. Fill this in as I go, and then the ones that I leave blank, which will probably be random as far as what I look at right here. You do those on your own. So make sure you make a copy of this, fill in the ones that I fill in, and do the ones that I leave blank. So what we're going to do is we are going to identify, number one, if the substance is a mixture or an pure substance. And then if it is a mixture, we're going to identify whether it's homogeneous or heterogeneous, and whether it is an element or a compound. So let's just get going, okay? So aluminum foil. Aluminum foil happens to be a pure substance. If you remember, you don't have to write substance all the way out. You don't even have to write, you could just write pure. So aluminum foil, if you remember on the periodic table, you know how much I love to draw this thing. Periodic table that we have, aluminum is going to be right here, and that is an element on the periodic table. So the way you find out if it is an element or a compound is that if it combines one or two or more elements, then it is a compound, okay? But it's still a pure substance. So let's keep going. Let's say I'm going to leave air because that is going to be part of your exit ticket. So let's go to soil. Soil is a mixture because it's got various elements in it. It's got various particles in it that you can kind of separate and pick out. It doesn't look uniform throughout. Some of the soil is actually different colors, and some of it has rocks in it. So soil is a mixture, and if it is not uniform throughout, then it is a heterogeneous mixture. So let's keep going. You could actually write het just to make sure that you are not killing yourself. So let's do water. This is pretty simple. We see that it has H2O, and we said that if it combines two or more elements, that it is a compound. So we know that a compound is either a pure substance is either an element or a compound, right? So we know that it has two or more, so then that way it's going to be a compound. I'm going to leave these next few for you, and let's jump down to sugar water. So sugar water, obviously you see this kind of thing happening, so sugar plus water. So you see that. Now watch out, because sugar, as we see in the one above, is a little tricky. But here's the deal. Don't take what I'm doing and figure out that what I'm saying about sugar is the same here. But sugar water is actually a mixture. It's actually a mixture. And it is a homogeneous mixture, because you can actually separate, or you can actually see that it is uniform throughout. Okay? So you can't really tell the different pieces as you look at it. Can't really tell. So if you can tell the different pieces as you look in it, we know that pizza is a mixture as well, and that is going to be a heterogeneous mixture. Okay? Why? Because you can see the pieces. I'm going to leave blood. I'm going to leave table salt. I'm going to go to iron filings. So iron, we know that is on our periodic table about right here. And so that is going to be Fe. So we know that iron is an element. So filings just simply means that you've kind of like filed it down. It's got little chunks or little powdery substance, but it's still that same iron. So we know that iron is going to be pure, a pure substance, but it is going to be an element. It's not a compound because it's not mixed with, say, iron and oxygen, which would be iron oxide. It is simply pure iron, so it's an element. I'm going to leave gasoline. I'm going to do coffee because I love coffee, obviously. So coffee is a mixture. It is, what do you think, heterogeneous or homogeneous? And it's uniform throughout. It's all brown, so it is going to be a homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture. Okay, because it is uniform throughout. Okay, that means that you can't see the pieces throughout. Oh, terrible. One more. Obviously, this is funny. So you got milk and cereal. A lot of people classify milk as a homogeneous mixture, right? And so we see this and right here, and sometimes we could think and as a compound, but we can also see and as a mixture. So this is a mixture, and if you can see the different pieces, what is it called? If you can see the pieces, you can see the pieces of the mixture, see the different parts of the mixture, then it is called a heterogeneous mixture. So make sure you do all of the next ones or the blank ones, which is going to be 2, 5, 6. Obviously, you can see them, so I'm not going to number them off. Make sure you get those done in class, and this is your guided and your independent practice. So make sure I get this back. Submit it right here in this area. Thank you.